Kaggle 30 Days of ML, Day 3. We are studying Python functions. Starting with Part 1, Tutorial. Click on Edit My Copy. This will open a Kaggle notebook where you can edit your work, starting with functions and getting help. So, if you require information regarding any function, you can use help function to get that information. Syntax is help. In opening and closing parentheses, name of the function for which information is required. It will display signature or header of function and docstring of the function, that is information regarding the function. Click on the cell, run the cell. It will take some time to start the kernel and then it will display the output. You can see help on built-in function round in module built-in. Header, round takes two parameters as argument, number and number of digit. Default value of number of digit is equal to none. Rounds a number to a given precision in decimal digits. Here you have to give only name of the function. You don't have to give opening and closing parentheses or call the function. For example, in the second case, you are taking help about round function but you are calling the function. Inside opening and closing parentheses, you have called round function by passing argument -2.01. What it will do? It will call the round function. It will round -2.01 to -2. -2 will be returned. Everything in Python is treated as an object. We will run help function on the return object. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see help on int object because it has written a integer. So point to note, when you are taking help about any function, you have to give the name of the function. You don't have to call the function. Moving to the next part, help on print function. This will display information regarding help print function and its header. Click on the cell and run the cell. Help on built-in function print in modules built-in. Print function take parameters as value. Separator by default it is space. End of the print statement will be \n. Moving to defining functions. In Python, if you want to write a function, you have to precede it by a keyword def, then name of the function, followed by opening and closing parentheses. Inside opening and closing parentheses, you pass parameters. Here you have three argument a, b, c. Following it, you have colon. Enter. You will enter the block of def least difference function. So after four space or a tab, you will write all the statements inside least difference function. What least difference function is doing is computing difference 1, which is absolute difference of a and b, diff 2, which is absolute difference of b and c, diff 3, which is absolute difference of a and c. In last, you have a statement which is computing minimum of diff 1, diff 2 and diff 3, means the value is written by least difference function. Here you are defining the function. Click on the cell and run the cell. We have created user defined least difference function having three parameters and it is returning minimum of difference between these three. Now we are calling the function. Inside the print statement, we have called least difference function, passing parameters 1, 10, 100. Least difference is 1 minus 10, which is 9. Comma, we are again calling least difference function 1, 10, 10. Least difference is 10 minus 10, which is 0. 0 will be returned by least difference function and it will be printed here. In the last, we are calling again least difference function, passing parameters 5, 6, 7. difference will be 1, which will be printed on the user screen directly. Click on the cell, run the cell, you have the output 901. Now we run the help function on least difference function. Here least difference function only contains definition, it does not contain information regarding the function. Therefore, you will get only the header. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see help on function least difference in module main. Header. Least difference function takes 3 parameters A, B and C. If you want to add information regarding least difference function, you can add a docstring. Docstring is written just below the function. When you are writing the function, below the def keyword, you give a multi-line string wherein you give information regarding the function, that is called as a docstring. For example, in our case for least difference function, we are defining least difference function. In opening and closing brace, we have parameters A, B, C followed by a colon. Below the block of def least difference function, we are giving a multi-line string starting with opening triple quotes and closing triple quotes. Inside it, we are giving information regarding least difference function that returns the smallest difference between two numbers amongst A, B and C. And one example, least difference 1, 5 minus 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. This will be treated as a comment. It will not affect the execution of program. It is just giving information regarding the function. Rest of the function is same. Diff1, it is computing difference between A and B. Diff2, it is computing difference between B and C. Diff3, it is computing absolute difference between A and C, and we are returning minimum of diff1, diff2 and diff3. Click on the cell and run the cell. Same function was created, just information of the function was added using docstring, which is a multi-line comment or a comment showing information regarding the function below the first statement of the function, which is def. Function name colon inside its block. Now if we run a help function or least difference function, it will display the header of the function along with the information regarding the function. Click on the cell and run the cell. You get help on function least difference in module main. Header is least difference, it takes 3 parameter A, B, C, and then the information, that is the docstring, will be printed. Returns the smallest difference between any two numbers amongst A, B, C. Function that don't return. Suppose you don't specify a return statement inside your function, the function will return none. So here we are modifying least difference function. It takes 3 parameters. You have docstring below it, which is a multi-line comment where we are writing returning smallest difference between any two numbers amongst A, B, C. We are computing diff1, diff2, diff3, which is absolute difference of A minus B, B minus C, A minus C, and we are returning minimum of diff1, diff2, diff3. Note here we don't have any return statement for main function, so this function will not return any value. Inside the print statement, we are calling the function passing 3 arguments 1, 10, 100. Function will be called, function will not return any value, so here we will get none. This difference is called second time. Function is called, function is executed, it is not returning any value, so here it will be replaced by none. Third time it is called, function is executed, function is not returning any value, here it will be replaced by none. Therefore output of this program will be none, none, none. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see the output none, none, none. If the function does not return a value at the point of function call, you will have a special value as none. Moving to the next example, here we are storing print function in a variable myhistory and we are printing myhistory. What will happen here? We are printing inside print function through mystree, again we are calling print function. So the second print function does not have any argument. If the print function does not have any argument, it will return nothing. So none will be replaced at this point, and we are printing none on the user screen. So via nesting, you have called two print functions. Inner print function was not returning any value, therefore it was replaced by a special value none, and the outer print function was printing none. Click on the cell, output of this execution will be none. Default argument, you have functions. Inside function you have keyword arguments. This keyword argument can be given a default value. If the user does not pass any value from the another block or main, then that default value will be used for that keyword argument for initialization. For example, you have print function, it is printing 1, 2 and 3, and you have a keyword argument separator. By default it is space. We are updating that separator by space less than space. While printing 1 to 3, they will be separated by space less than space. Click on the cell and run the cell. After 1 you have space less than space. After 2 you have space less than space. After 3, ending of the print statement is \f. So this was the output wherein we updated keyword argument separator SCP. Instead of having space, we are giving it a default value space less than space. In the next cell we are printing 1, 2, 3 and we are not updating the keyword argument separator, so it will be treated as default, which is space. Click on the cell and run the cell. When you see the output, it shows 1 space 2 space 3. After 3, ending of print statement, therefore we move to the new line. Additional option argument with default values. Okay, we are writing a user defined function wherein we are defining parameter or argument with a default value. If the value of this argument is passed from another cell, that will be used, otherwise default value will be used. For example, we are defining greet function. In greet function we have keyword argument which is having a default value colon. So if you don't pass any value for WHO, it will be used as colon, followed by a colon. Inside the block of greet we are printing hello and variable value WHO. So this is function definition. In the first case we are calling greet function, so we are not passing any argument, so colon will be used for initialization of WHO and hello colon will be printed. In the next case we are calling greet function and we are passing an argument by initializing the value as Kaggle. So this Kaggle WHO will be passed. It will be received as WHO. Instead of storing colon, it will store Kaggle. When you print hello world, hello WHO, it will print hello Kaggle. Third case, we are directly passing a string to a greet function which is world. This world will be stored in WHO. Instead of using default argument, default value, it will use the value passed by function greet. Value passed was world, it was stored in WHO. We are printing print WHO. In the third case, it will be printed as hello world. Click on the cell and run the cell. So if you have a keyword argument with a default value, if you pass the value for the argument, that new value will be used. If you don't pass the value for that argument, default value will be used and the function will be executed. Functions applied to functions. As you know, in Python, everything is an object, so you can pass a function inside another function as an object. So we will see one example and understand this in more detail. You have def multiplied by 5 function which is taking x and it is returning 5 into x. You have call function which is taking one function as an argument, and second argument it is applying that function to the argument. So we are returning function to argument. Third function is squared call, where you are taking function, you are taking argument. Inside the block of square call, you are applying the function twice. So this inner function will be executed first. After execution of this function, again the function which is received will be applied and the result will be written by squared call. In the print statement, we are applying call function. So call function will be called. We are passing multiplied by 5 function and we are passing argument 1. So from here a function is passed and a value 1 is passed. So here you have function multiplied by 5 and argument as 1. You will apply. Then inside call you will run function which is multiplied by 5 and argument is 1. So from here multiplied by 5 will be called. Multiplied by 5 is returning 1, receiving 1. It is returning 5 into 1 means it is returning 5. From here it will be replaced here, or that value will be written here, and from call it will be returned to the print statement. So here you have 5, return 5, it will be returned to this point where the function was called, and 5 will be printed on the user screen. You are calling squared call function. So squared call function will be called. Which function you are passing? Multiplied by 5. So fn contains multiplied by 5. What argument you are passing? You are passing 1. Here you are returning function argument. Innermost function will be executed first. Here multiplied by 5 and argument was 1. Multiplied by 5, argument was 1, it will return 5. Here 5 will be written at this part. Now again you are applying function with the argument 5. So multiplied by 5 and it is receiving 5. It will return 5 into 5, that is 25. It will return here. Here you have result 25. From squared call, value will be written which is 25 will be replaced here. 25 printed. We are updating the separator keyword argument of the print function as \n, means after printing a state value we will move to the next line. Click on the cell and run the cell. You have first output as 5 and second output as 25. So what we have seen here, you can pass a function inside another function and then execute it. By example, inside the call function we have called multiplied by 5 by argument 1. Inside the square call function we have called multiplied by 5 twice. First argument was 1. After executing the first statement, the argument for the second function was 5. Next example, here we will see keyword argument key. We are passing a function to a keyword argument key. That function will be applied to all the elements. Resultant values will be used for processing of the function. For example, we are defining a function mod5 which is returning one parameter as argument x, and we are writing a docstring inside triple quotes, returns the remainder of x after dividing by 5. This will not affect the execution of program. In the next statement we are returning x mod 5, means it will return remainder of the number when it is divided by 5. We are inside the print statement, we are printing which number is biggest. So we are running max function on 151 and 14. Obviously here 100 will be written. Again we are printing which number is biggest, modulo 5. Then we are calling max function 151 14. Inside it we are giving a keyword argument key is equal to function name mod5. What will be done? This mod5 function will be called for all the elements inside this max function. So we will call mod5 of 100 which will return a 0. We will call mod5 of 51 which will return 1. and we will call mod5 of 14, which will return 14. Now the new values of max function are 0, 1 and 14. Maximum of it is 14. It will be printed on the user screen. After printing every value, we will move to the next line. A next keyword argument inside print, instead of giving a default value space, we are giving default value of separator as backslash of n. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see for the first max call, maximum was 100. For the next max call, the key function was applied to each element first. So mod 5 has 100. Mod 5 of 100 will return 0. Then mod 5 of 51. Mod 5 of 51 will return 1. Then mod 5 of 14. Mod 5 of 14 will return 14. So here resultant value was 0, 1, 14 and 14 was written, that was printed on the user screen. Here we have seen tutorials about functions. Now we will execute exercise on function and we will complete this module. That's it for this video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do hit that subscribe button for more such technical content. See you in the next video.